In question 26, a small block slides with velocity 3 by 4 root gr on a horizontal frictionless surface, which ends in a vertical circular arc of radius r as shown in the figure. The block leaves the circular arc at point C. The angle theta in the figure is. Now, dear student, let us proceed and solve this question. Let the block be here once. Now we can use the conservation of mechanical energy and write down that half m v naught square will be equal to half m v square minus mgr 1 minus cos theta. That is, the initial kinetic energy is equal to final kinetic plus potential energy. Here the speed is taken to be equal to v. From this, mg cos theta minus n is equal to mv square by r will also be in another equation, that is from the forces. Now, dear student, mg cos theta will be equal to mv square by r because it is given that the block leaves the circular arc, so normal becomes 0. Now, if we substitute the value of mv square by r in this equation, what we'll be getting is half mv naught square is equal to minus mgr 1 minus cos theta plus half mgr cos theta. Now, the next step is to substitute the given values, as it is given that the velocity is 3 by 4 root gr. So we can substitute the values. So this will be half m into 9 by 16 gr is equal to minus mgr plus mgr cos theta plus mgr cos theta by 2. On solving this, cos theta will be equal to 41 by 48, or theta will be equal to cos inverse 41 by 48. Meaning, for this question, the correct answer is option 3. Now let us move to the question 27. Question 27 says a cylinder is completely filled with water. The 3/4 of the volume of water leaks out. Its center of mass. It moves up, moves down, does not change. First moves down, then move up. Notice, student, the initial state is that the water is completely filled, and the final state is the water is 1 by 4th filled. Now, the center of mass lies towards the heavier side. We can clearly see in this last case the center of mass will be downwards, and in the first case the center of mass will be somewhere in the middle. Therefore, the center of mass will move down, making option number 2 the correct answer. Now moving on to the question 28. In question 28, a uniform sphere is placed on a smooth horizontal surface and a horizontal force F is applied on it at a height h above the surface. The acceleration of the center, we have to find out whether it is maximum when h is equal to 0, h is equal to r, h is equal to 2r, or whether it is independent of h. Now, dear student, it is given that the surface is smooth, that is, there is no friction. So the acceleration of center of mass or the center will be simply F by m. We can clearly see that it is independent of h, and hence for this question the correct answer clearly is option 4. Now moving on to the question 29. In question 29, a bomb traveling in a parabolic path under the effect of gravity explodes in midair. The center of mass of the fragments will first move vertically upward, then vertically downwards, move vertically downward, move on a regular path, move in the same parabolic path as the unexploded bomb would have traveled. Notice, student, the net external impulsive forces when the bomb will explode is 0. Therefore, the center of mass would not be accelerated, or its velocity would not change in the collision or the explosion. Now, the student, as the time progresses further, the acceleration of the center of mass will be g only, and hence it will move on the same parabolic path as the unexploded bomb would have traveled, and therefore for this question the correct answer is option 4. Now let us move to the question 30. In question 30, two particles A and B initially at rest move towards each other under a mutual force of attraction at an instant when the speed of A is v and the speed of B is 2v. The speed of center of mass of the system at that moment will be. Now, the student, the external forces on the system are 0. This means that the acceleration of center of mass will be 0 as well. Now, the VCM will be 0 or constant. Now, since initially They are at rest, so the center of mass will always have same speed, that is 0. Therefore, for this question, the correct answer is option 1. Now let us solve question 31.